shed is, I feel like those are gonna take a while to sell, a while to move.
Yeah, the 25s.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going out there and did landscaping years ago.
Things have changed a lot. That's where I live now.
You good now?
Oh, yeah, the landscaping's shit.
That was my second job.
Just
ever.
kidding.
It was the second job I ever did.
It's really nice.
So how long that last? I only did that circle up front.
And that is in great shape.
Yeah, it's alright.
I mean, but honestly, for
For
me,
how long
now-
it's been there and it has no base.
yeah,
It's like the second or third job I did, then I went to landscaping class after that.
Mhm.
And me and Austin were like, yeah, we're done landscaping. We have to dig how much footings?
You didn't charge enough for it, is what you're saying?
Try.
Yeah.
You didn't charge enough
These
for
guys
it?
are asking these questions. What do you guys use for geograding? How deep your sub base? What did you say?
Yeah.
When you say sub-base,
We're putting in rocks.
Sub is,
I mean, we were cutting the sod off, putting sand in and level blocks.
it was
just
it was
going.
black dirt and grass.
Oh, you have to remove the grass.
there's the
Oh, I'm good.
also there is a 50. I knew this 40.
There's a lot of lots there.
Yeah, 23. 8 sold. 2 more being looked at.
Do we not have anybody other than me?
Where's Grover?
I know, that's like crazy. I was like, holy smokes.
Grover said he was gonna be here. Where's Tom?
I thought Grover said he wasn't gonna be here.
He said we could go into a closed.
That was on the next one.
What happens if you don't
That was
show
the
up?
next
I'll
meeting
come
he
see
said
you.
that he wasn't gonna be at. Cody said he wasn't gonna be here, and Grover said he wasn't gonna be here today. He didn't say anything.
Oh, did I miss that?
Yeah. He said,
Because I looked.
he's not gonna make it today.
Is that on the council one?
Yes. He said, I'm not gonna make it today. And then he said he should be able to make the close.
Oh,
And Cody said he's not gonna be here.
And Dean called and he's not gonna, he's on his way to Pomeroy.
So
So
it's
where's
just,
Tom?
I'm here.
Where's Tom? Because you got a problem.
Yeah, we don't have a quorum.
Oops.
Oh, man. Maybe he's hasn't left town yet.
Well, if he said he can,
He was going to Pomeroy. So hopefully.
then what do? Never had the situation.
I know what you do.
What do?
Well, either you make a decision on, or you can make, the mayor makes a decision on, are we gonna do one this week to make up for this one, or do you wait till the?
We
There's
got Tom.
Okay, there's 2. Saving grace.
Yeah.
So this side of the table's full, so I just want to
Oh,
put that.
Yeah.
Let me call Dean.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, this. How we do?
Hopefully he doesn't. Screw that.
Tired as heck.
Hello, we need you. Have you left town?
Yeah, I'm already at Pomeroy.
Ah. All right, thank you.
Do you want me to do it over the phone or?
Is he allowed to do that?
We could do that. Oh, Grover's calling in too.
As long as he stays on the whole time.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what he's calling.
Right. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alrighty, awesome, thank you. So we got Grover. So we got 3.
Summer month, always horrible.
Alrighty.
So Grover is here?
Yes, Grover's on the phone.
Okay, call our meeting to order. Did you approve the agenda?
Boy, Russian.
Second. Let's just go in order.
Just take turns.
Moved and seconded to approve the agenda, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Citizens opportunity to address the council? Yes, no? Okay, moving on then. Consent agenda, approve the previous minutes and approve the bills.
I'll make those.
I'll second.
Moved and second to approve the agenda, the consent agenda, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, hearing none. Okay, moving on to the tax abatement for
We have
J
to
and J.
update the liquor license and update the outdoor event
Got the
license.
license. Oh, there you go. I don't know where you got your, sorry, we got 2 liquor licenses on there.
So when I was a Oh,
Under the consent though.
shit, we better cover those two.
Yes.
Update the liquor license for Oddfellows. Can we do those together?
Yep.
And update the event license for the fair board, for the fair,
Yep, for 155th and the fair.
okay, for both,
Uh-huh.
okay. All right,
I'll make a motion for
I'll
the 2
second.
liquor license.
Second.
Okay.
move to second to, okay, liquor license for Oddfellows, outdoor event license, and for the fair board. All in favor? All right, thank you. Now we're ready for the tax abatement?
Yes.
Okay, for J and J Holdings. Any discussion here?
I don't think so. I checked with courthouse and I checked with League of Cities. All our documents were dated 2012, but they are still current with this urban revitalization plan. That's how they get a tax abatement for $75,000 or more of improvement to this area where they're putting their houses. They are gonna have to do one at a time, just so you guys know. You'll have to do this paperwork every time you want an abatement on one.
Okay.
So if we approve it, then it's fixed by the assessor at the courthouse, and it's all between them and the assessor, as far as what they take off. They still have to pay school taxes, but it'll be cut back on what they pay to the city.
Okay.
So if you're okay with it,
So is it tapered like it is on commercial or?
Yeah. Yep.
I'll make the motion to approve the tax abatement for J&J Holding.
No, second.
Moved and second to approve the abatement for J and J Holdings. All in favor?
the other 2 pieces, this is just, he said aye.
Yep.
What's next?
Public hearing,
Yep, for White
White.
and for Hofing. So we did receive all of White's money today and Hofing's. We've got the deed ready to go to the courthouse, signed and notarized by everybody that needs to be.
Good.
So we had all the paperwork go through last time, and then here's the paper announcement. So it's all been posted, and we did it the way we were supposed to.
Do we need a motion? or-
No.
No, okay.
That's just an update, cause they just closed on
Okay.
it, so. Next is your 4-way listing here. These are the people that came to the hospital last fall, so we borrowed them real quick. And they gave us an estimate on the roof of the armory. So I got a hold of them again. They can't do anything until maybe August, but he did up the estimate just a little bit. It was 18,000 something before, and now it's 20.
I thought we'd already approved
Yeah.
to put that roof on there.
They did.
We approved it, but we never could get them over here. So I checked on how much it was gonna be and when they could get here. Cause they couldn't get here last year until November, and then it got too cold.
So we approved their quote, but then they couldn't get here.
What?
Weren't they supposed to come here right away?
We thought they were, but they were too booked up. And this year he says they're doing the schools, so he doesn't know when he can be here this year either.
Well, are they gonna push us off and charge us another 2,000 if we approve it?
How much did he increase it?
About $1,800.
Maybe we ought to look for somebody else.
Okay, I can get another estimate.
Hey, look and see what that spray foam, he gave us a bid too.
Okay, do you remember his name?
Bob, it should be in the minutes.
Okay. All right.
Cause he was like $2,000 or $3,000 higher than this joker here.
But he had a better warranty or something, didn't he, Brian?
The guy, yes, the one, the
Yes, okay. So I'll look that up, we'll see what we come up with.
Alright,
These are,
Contractually, we have no obligation at this point.
we didn't sign and send anything back over to it.
we didn't send a down payment or anything?
No,
Alright,
haven't sent a penny. These are pictures I took at the armory today. If you wanna flip through them quick, it shows you the inside. What we're getting into, what we're not getting into. Probably be something for all you get, for everybody to discuss when we're all here.
Yeah. I went out and looked at it, it stinks pretty bad.
It's pretty rough.
Is the water just running? in
Well,
one
there's standing water in there yet too, on the floor.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
inside the,
Yeah.
You can see where it's running down the wall.
Yeah, you can see where it's running down the wall, and you
Oh,
can see
yeah.
where it's come through the ceiling.
there's some black mold coming.
Yep.
Not so much in the front of the building, it's mostly back of the building.
Yeah, it's in that south room,
Yeah.
most of it.
So in lieu of knowing what we wanna do or who to go with, we wanna, look into that. and then-
Well, I think we need to fix the roof. We have to do something, or otherwise, you'll be pushing the building in before long.
Yeah. Okay.
right, but we need to get it fixed as soon as we can, don't we?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So we can table this for now?
Alright,
Okay. What?
Till the next
Next
meeting.
meeting.
Yeah, till next meeting.
And you'll check on that spray foam.
You betcha, I will. Okay, this last page is just for you two sitting here. We've got these three, this is coming up in the fall, just so you know. For election. Yeah. But that's all I have. Alex, you got your reports?
What's the story on this in here?
That is just comparisons with that size of building. In Iowa, it says anywhere from $4 to $12 a square foot is what we release it for.
Oh, yeah. And give us our dividend check then?
Yes, we got our dividend check for $31,596. You can see what we've received in the past. This is a pretty good one. We took a 1.6% increase in workman's comp. It is a 3-year rolling percentage, and we still have 2 years that have at least one claim. So they have to fall off, and then 3 in a row with no claims for that to hopefully go back down. But that's a statewide thing.
Okay.
They base that on claims throughout the state. Other than that, she will be paid for the year. Alright,
Please?
All good in the world, busy. We just finished our last traffic enforcement period, and the guys came out and did a lot of good work. A lot of traffic stops, a few tickets here and there, but for the most part, just trying to slow, especially our friendly people passing through north to south. We did have, one thing we need, and I need to talk to Laura about, is we did have, if anybody hasn't heard, the two semis decided to collide at the junction of 3 and 4. Neither one of them stopped, although the guy that was northbound, was more of a rolling California stop, I guess, as they call them, but he never saw the guy coming at 30 mile an hour who didn't see the stop sign. But our problem is that stop sign, is damaged, and it should have been replaced a long time ago. I gave the information to the city, but only
one
three.
on-
The one when you're heading westbound, because only 3 lights flash on it. It's been that way for
when you're heading
months.
west,
Yeah, and I haven't talked to Dave either, so I mean,
Okay.
I don't know if it can be fixed, but that's again goes back into that discussion, just so everybody can think about, do we wanna leave it that way, or do we wanna replace it? Remember, we are responsible for that junction, that is all ours. So, the other thought process is if you want to try to do something different, is buying the single flashing light beacon for the top, which is gonna cost the same as a brand new stop, one of those LED stop signs. So they roughly cost about the same. The only nice thing is that if you have the beacon sign lights, if it gets damaged, your whole stop sign isn't. Because right now, the way that is you're gonna have to replace
The whole
Sorry,
stop sign.
so the whole stop sign. If it's just the beacon,
Yeah.
the stop sign's still there at least, so.
Yeah.
Just things to think about.
The state has no obligation?
Nope, the city took responsibility when they got rid of the overhead red light. We signed off on it and we had to because, I mean, you were going to either way. Let's just put it that way. The state was going to. They're basically clearing the overheads. They got rid of all those lights. Humboldt's finally actually moved forward on some of their stuff. They had signed off and went to the flashing. So the state paid for the stop signs the first time. You know, but then Fonda had to do the same thing there on 630 as they did the same. They're responsible now for those stop signs, so. Nope, they are all ours,
Yippee.
but just something we may wanna think about down the road as far as, and then looking at those stop signs, cause we get a lot of complaints downtown, if you wanted to take those, see if we can fix those. I talked about this before, putting those on Main Street, cause we still have a lot of, and I think their stop signs are tough to see anyway. A lot of times when it's the people from out of town, you know, they're just tough to see. So you wanna do just a, you know, like those, move those down there, whatever. So,
Flashing.
think
So a determination has to be made what we want to do with those.
at some point, yes. So, just it hadn't been really much of an issue, and like you said, somebody should be paying to replace that stop sign either way. There should be insurance. Guy hit it with his auger after a sale. So, in 2024.
Yeah. We fixed it.
Well, we didn't fix the sign.
Yeah, well,
The sign's broken, the sign's never been repaired.
They've been, is it the one one on,
Westbound.
oh, I just
That
saw
was
it
one.
fixing the one stop sign.
Yeah, no, that was a wind that knocked that one out.
so is a claim been filed then? Have they, like, has there not been
I
anything
need
done
the
with
stuff
it?
too. I don't know if it's.
I don't know whatever happened with the auger guy.
We better look into it because, I mean,
Yep.
better them to pay for it than us.
That's what I'm saying on that one stop sign, and I'm just bringing it up as what do you wanna do,
Take a note of
cause
that.
maybe you wanna replace it with a beacon too, so. Cause I can generate a report again, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just get that.
It was 2024 is when the accident was, so we got 2 years on the claim, so.
Got a report on a radar sign.
I have not actually heard from Bethany, so, they should have been up by now, I thought I'd sent her the forms and that was my fault, I had a 3-week delay in there, so, anytime. I know they went out there and they were, doing measurements and stuff here a couple weeks ago, so, just to make sure the placement was gonna fit the state of Iowa, so. Should be soon,
Your efforts have been noted.
have it.
Where's your enforcement? That's great.
And like I said, we've had really no negative, interactions with anybody over the traffic stops, so.
They know better. They know.
Yeah.
Follow on, okay.
Kyle, you got anything?
Just the training next week in Ames.
Yep.
And Keisha's doing a great job so far. She is really catching on real fast. So
We're up to about 110 pool passes, just so you know, and that's like in 2 days flat. It's been crazy. Mine, the only thing I have is, you got my text about Heritage Park.
Yep.
So we gotta figure out something there. And I think that's all I have.
Glad to hear the swimming pool is open. Seemed like that was a successful open
Yes.
day anyway, so.
Packed Sunday, from what I hear.
Yeah, normally that's a bone of contention as far as
if
if and when. But I appreciate the guys getting that ready to go.
Yes. Council? Tom, do you have anything?
I don't have anything.
I don't know.
Brian, you got anything you wanna share?
Just, when we approved that, that was for the north part, the north
Yep.
section of that, okay.
The
I'll
northeast?
get all, yeah, the northeast, I'll get all the Bob, I'll have him call you.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, that's all I got.
Okay.
Nothing further? Entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Moved and seconded to adjourn.
All in favor? Aye.
All All right, we're done.